M0FXB. So here we are. We're on TGIF. I'll just show you how I got on there. So my configuration of my hotspot, which is Pi-Star. If it will let me log in. There it is. Oops. Don't want to update. Go back to configuration. Right, so we're DMR mode, and then if you scroll down, the usual settings in your thing, frequency, DMR number, call sign, hat. But this time, when I've selected DMR master, I've selected in the drop-down list TGIF network, which is about halfway down. So I've done that, and then so let's go back into the dashboard, and then don't forget we still need to go to our code plug and create a channel. So I've just created 2 channels for now. Firstly, I created a zone. So you click zone, and I created a zone and called it TGIF single mode because it's a single hotspot, not a dual. And then go to the channels. And so I've just for now just created 1 channel for 777, which is actually a scan channel. And you do have to select the scan in contacts as well to match it up. So you want name it, scan, simplex. There's the frequency of my hotspot, digital. I've got it on low power. Click OK, and then I've created another one, talk group 9. The reason I've done 9 is, and then you have to select it again here. Scroll to the bottom to find talk group 9. Connect the contact. Very important you do that. Color code 1, slot 2 as well. Same frequency as my hotspot. The reason I've chosen 9 is because I can actually use the radio to move around the rooms. So okay, so that's the code plug, and then we just go to the radio and we just go menu, then zone, and select the zone that I called TGIF single. And as you can see here, it says as it changes, it will show there TGIF single, and there's only 2 channels, which is 9 and 777. So got that, and then I've gone back to the website, and this time when I click my call sign on the new TGIF website, it's found me, it's given this information, so I actually haven't connected to anything. So let's go to monitoring, last heard, and let's find someone, a talk group that's active. So let's have a look. Some of these numbers are quite long, aren't they? So let's just go active, last heard. Let's do last heard. So, which is probably what I want. So I just try active him, and active talk groups. She's a French TG937. Now I'm guessing that if it lights up like this, that it might be active. So let's try TG99961. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to push there's one lit up there. That's a very long number. Right, so we're going to push underneath the PTT, and I'm just going to check you can see the radio fine. I know it's a bit glary. Let's type in that number 16777. You know you can apply for a talk group, and then to make it group call, we got to push the hash button, which hopefully you can see that, but it's bottom right, there's a hash, and it changes what the radio says to talk group ID, and let's key it, and we should start hearing what they're talking about. See, it's put me in the group with him. Let's turn it up. Now let's see if he speaks. Now maybe I've got the wrong color code. If I can't hear it, I could have the wrong color code. Because let's have a look. So it's showing in green. So I'm going to call him and see if he comes back to me. K0DPS. 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 You receive an M0FXB. So you've seen my dashboard go red then. No one's there, but that's fine. Let's try another one. Let's try TG7399. So we'll go like so. Hash, and then we'll go 7399. And we will key. Yeah, it's put me in that room. You can see it on the screen. Let's see if anyone speaks to me. But you can see it's
K0GE or anyone else on the 7399 talk group VK7JS.
There you are. We got some. I'm going to go back to that station. VK7JS. Hi Joseph. My call sign's M0FXB and my name's Andreas. Just testing out TGIF and having a look at their self-care page. Back over to you. I'm located southwest UK.
Roger, this is you got Joseph. I couldn't quite get your call sign or your name. It's not that clear. So come again.
Now I'm a bit far away from the actual radio. Yeah, apologies for that. I was talking away from the radio. So my call sign is Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, and my name is Andreas.
Roger, Andreas. Nice to meet you. M0FXB VK7JS.
See, it's all showing up on the screen here.
Of London.
Yeah, good to meet you. Good to meet you, Joseph. I'm located southwest UK. I'm about 20 miles west of Bristol and about 100 miles west of London on the coast in a seaside town. I'm just testing out TGIF and testing out their new web page and self-care. Back over to you. So I wonder if we click his call sign, if we get any information. Actually, wrong one.
Oh, Roger. So, do you often get on this talk group 7399, or is this the first time?
MD key. Yeah, this is the first time. I'll be honest, I'm a blogger and I do videos, tutorial videos about ham radio. You'll find them with M0FXB in YouTube. And I'm currently doing a blog on the TGIF network, and I just picked your call sign out of the live list on the TGIF network website. Back to you. Hopefully you got that. Got some break up there. Wonder what happened there. Yeah, go again, Joseph. Go again, because your audio was broken up. And we can also actually select him on his call sign on Pi-Star.
I was just wondering what kind of radio you are using. Over.
I'll just pick up the radio. Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm using a Anytone 878 and just a small budget Pi Jumbo Spot. I don't know if you know that. It's a Pi Zero with an MMDVM board on top. I've had this radio, this 878, for several months, and I think it works really well. What is your setup there? Back to you, Joseph.
GD77 radio, running open GD77 firmware, which I actually contribute to, and have just been updating in the last couple of days to add some extra features for blind users, as I'm totally blind myself. And I'm using a Raspberry Pi Zero MMDVM hotspot like you. M0FXB VK7JS.
VK7JS. Well, it's the GD77's working well, and yeah, you guys are doing a brilliant job of the sort of the firmware, that sort of is it the add-on firmware that you can put into these radios? 2E0UKH has been telling me about it and how good it is, and he's got a GD77, and so yeah, excellent work there. It's way above my knowledge. I'm a user. I have several hotspots, OpenSpot 3, DV Mega. I've got Kenwood D74. I've got an ICOM 705, FT3, all sorts of radios, C4FM, D-Star, Fusion, DMR. I'm very heavily into digital, and I as I said, I'm a blogger, so I'm making videos every day, 4 or 5 videos every day on different aspects of the hobby, and I love it. It's great fun. My name's Andreas, by the way. Back to you, Joseph.
Yeah, Roger, Andreas. Yeah, I've got a Kenwood D74 as well. The Kenwood D74 and the GD77 running Open GD77 are two of the most accessible radios in the world for blind users. Both of them have very good voice prompts. The GD77 is ahead, of course, because we're able to add more voice prompts where they didn't have any, whereas the Kenwood, most of it talks. It's pretty good, but there's a few areas in the menu system that don't talk.
Oh, and that's very interesting, because I'm not really aware of the Kenwood D74 and what it can do for blind operators. So I'd love to know what that is and test it out on my one, and then I could do a video of it, and make sure that the audio on the video is very clear, because I find it interesting myself. So how is the D74 enabled for a blind user? Back to you.
So if you hold down the hash key and power on the radio, hold down hash and power on, the voice prompts will be enabled. You can always disable them from the menus, and you'll see that the keypad talks, the channels talk, the frequency talks when you're changing frequency. You can hear the call sign of D-Star users. The menus mostly talk. There's a few menus that don't. When you have and the rest have a higher beep, so you know when the menu wraps around, and if there are no...
So there's some interesting
most of their radios with a beep
info on the D74, which I didn't know
about.
about.
If an option is on or off, or the start of a menu.
I think I'll end the video there, and I'll come back another time.
Of course, you can load voice prompts on, and you can load all kinds of different voices on there, which is really, really good. In fact, if you've got the skills, you can add your own voice on there. I haven't done that yet. It's a bit of a drama, but it can be done. Back to you, M0FXT VK7JS.
VK7JS. Well, I find that very interesting, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. Thanks very much for that. I'm going to sign now because I'm in the middle of doing this blog, and the conversation we're having will be on YouTube on my channel. So, thanks very much for that and for being my first test on TGIF. I need to get on here more often. I used to come on a lot, and I'm very impressed with their new website. So back to you for a final, Joseph, and we'll say 7.3 from the southwest UK. 11:20 a.m. in the morning. Well, that's a surprise, wasn't it? So I'll just end the video there, 7.3.